Is artificial going to take over? Yes, of course. It's better than us at almost everything, except for being human. What up, guys? My name is Casper at Casper's Focus. Today, I want to talk to you about artificial intelligence because lots of people have been actually asking me what my viewpoint on this is about the future of being human in a world with artificial intelligence. And I love this question because it means that people want to hear my philosophical ramblings, which is what you're about to get right now. So, if you've been paying attention, you may have noticed that there's some very interesting developments in consumer AI that have been happening recently. Like Lensa went viral. Lots of people were uploading all of these crazy profile pictures generated by AI. Lots of people are using ChatGTP now to gain advantages over people that aren't using them yet to make research reports. There's people who create whole online courses just based off of content from ChatGTP, and they're selling them to humans, right? And people have whole websites built and whole landing pages designed by ChatGTP, and this is pretty incredible that that's possible. And of course, there's quite a few jobs and kinds of work that might disappear or that might be in serious trouble with this. So I can definitely see there's lots of implications. And depending on what field you work in, you might be excited or not excited at all with these developments. But I have an important insight about this that I would love to share with you. And first of all, what is happening now is that there's a lot of things that humans have been doing for a very long time that are now being replaced by the machines. And this, of course, has been around for quite a while, right? The Industrial Revolution, machinery has caused a lot of work to fall out of the hands of humans and into the hands of the robots. And now, of course, this is going at a really, really rapid pace. There's lots of jobs that are disappearing. And on a short term, I think this could be quite stressful and it could create a lot of undesirable things for a lot of people. But on a larger scale, on a more kind of philosophical scale, what does this ask us to do, right? I believe that it asks us to look back at history and to start to see that we have been spending a lot of human consciousness doing menial tasks, doing repetitive things, doing things that robots can do better and should be doing. When AI takes over most of the things that humans are just not innately very good at, it begs us to ask the question, what is it really to be human? Like, what if we would have our hands free and all of the repetitive, robotic, productive tasks that we used to do are done by AI. Yes, it would put you out of a job, but what kind of space would it open up? Now, I believe that it really begs us to ask, what is truly uniquely human about being human? And maybe an AI can do everything better, even being human. But then still, the question is, what is it to be human? And especially in the next few years, of course, many things will be replaced by AI. But there's one thing that AI cannot do, and this is true human connection. Of course, it can pretend to be human, but it cannot do true human connection. So first of all, if you're in a space of work that is about true human connection, you don't need to worry about AI for the foreseeable future, right? So I facilitate breathwork. I facilitate ceremony. I work with people. I sit in a circle around a fire and I talk about philosophy, about history, about the future. We talk about breathwork, about spirituality, all of these things. Sitting around a fire, looking each other in the eyes and having real conversations. This is the realest human thing. There's no AI that could replace that. And even if an AI could replace that, we shouldn't want it. So if AI is perfect, and it's perfectly perfect at doing all kinds of things perfect that we do imperfectly, then maybe it is time to finally fully embrace our imperfect humanness and to really start to embrace the uniqueness of the experience that gives us, where it's no longer about production and who can produce the best or who can build the best or who can do these repetitive things the best. It's no longer about who knows the most or who has the highest merit, because a lot of these things are done by AI. It is about asking the question, what makes us human? Well, I believe what makes us human is the ability to connect, and the fact that we're imperfect as humans, that we're flawed, that we have attachments, that we have egoic desires. This is such a big part of creating the profundity of our connection with each other. So true human connection, being flawed, being imperfect, that might be the only thing we have left to do. So I, for example, spent a lot of my time gathering in circles, talking about beautiful things, talking about where could humanity go, talking about what could be a future, talking about what could be a different world that our children and great-grandchildren could grow up with. We breathe together, we sing together, we laugh, but especially we are vulnerable together. We sit in this circle and we speak about these things because we know it enriches our life. And I believe that that is what we should be doing. So for me, the way I see it, the more that AI starts to be on the rise, the more we get to ask, okay, if there's so many things AI can do better than a human, then what is human about being human that nobody can do better than a human? And we might even actually start to explore entire new ways of being human. We might start to realize that if we all stop doing productive work, and repetitive machine-style work in factories, and we stop, throwing bombs at each other and stuff, there might be a whole new field of human consciousness to explore. So I believe that AI may be the vessel through which we really start to evolve human consciousness, where we really start to evolve the capacity of the heart, the capacity of the spirit, the capacity of our energetic system. Because if we only look at human beingness from this dimension of productivity, then of course an AI is going to be better at that. The robots are going to be better at productivity. So now we have to look at humanness from a multidimensional perspective. We may have to start to look at all kinds of aspects of being human that AI can't do or that we haven't been looking at all, right? So all of these incredible, amazing gut feelings that we have, or our ability to connect with other people in an almost telepathic way where you fully understand each other, or the ability to do a breathing session and to experience your body melting away into like this cosmic entity that you become a part of, or you might have experienced this in psychedelic sessions as well. That is where we should start looking, in those corners, because that's where we might find a much more fascinating way of being human that is not about productivity. Let the algorithms and the AIs and the robots do all the productive stuff, and let us venture forward and figure out what more humanness there is to be found. Okay, if you survive this highly philosophical rambling, you might be the kind of person who wants to follow my channel and give it a like, or let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on AI? I'd love to hear them. All right, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.